I get it, you're scrolling through a dozen lift kits, wondering if any of them will actually fit your mini scooter without turning your whole garage into a workshop. You've probably heard the horror stories about almost right lifts that end up needing custom brackets or a whole new wiring harness. And the last thing you want is to spend a weekend on a Tuesday trying to figure out why the lift won't lower. I was in that exact spot last month, juggling a travel power wheelchair and a compact SUV, and I spent hours watching unboxing videos, digging through forums, and even calling a few manufacturers just to make sure I wasn't buying something that would sit on the floor gathering dust. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. So let's talk about the Harmar upgraded AL010 Micro Power Wheelchair Lift. This thing is marketed as an outside automatic lift that you can manually fold when it's not in use. The headline promise is simple. You mount it to an AL123/HD Class 3 hitch, hook up the wiring harness, and you've got a powered platform that can lift lighter travel wheelchairs and scooters up to a few inches off the ground. No cutting, no welding, no permanent modifications to the chair itself. That's a big deal because most people with portable mobility devices are looking for a plug-and-play solution that doesn't void the warranty on their chair or require a mechanic. First, who should even consider this lift? If you drive a vehicle that already has a Class 3 hitch and you own a foldable travel wheelchair or a lightweight scooter, think models under 250 pounds, the Harmar AL010 is a solid match. It shines for people who need a quick, repeatable way to load and unload in tight spaces like apartment building elevators, crowded parking lots, or even a friend's backyard when you're helping out on the weekend. The lift's powerlifting motor does the heavy lifting for you, so you don't have to strain your back every time you get in or out of the vehicle. The motor cover comes with a key lock, which is a nice security touch if you ever park your car in a public lot and worry about theft or tampering. There's also a small toggle switch and a license plate holder built into the cover, so you get a tidy look without extra brackets hanging off the hitch. Now, who should walk away? If you have a heavy-duty power chair that weighs more than the lift's design envelope, or if your vehicle uses a different hitch class, say a Class 1 or 2, this won't work without buying a whole new adapter kit. Also, if you're looking for a lift that stays permanently deployed, the AL010's manual folding feature might feel like an extra chore. You have to pull a lever to collapse the platform when you're not using it, which can be a minor annoyance if you're constantly hopping in and out of the car throughout the day. Finally, if you need an integrated wheelchair brake system or a platform that can tilt to accommodate uneven loading angles, this model doesn't have that capability. Let's get into the practical strengths that matter after you've got it installed. The first thing I noticed was how quickly the lift raises the wheelchair. I placed my travel chair about 180 pounds total onto the platform, pressed the button, and within 10 seconds it was smoothly lifted to the height of my SUV's floor. That speed is useful when you're in a hurry to get to a doctor's appointment or a grocery store. The lifting motor is quiet enough that it doesn't draw attention in a hospital lobby or a residential complex. The wiring harness is pre-wired for a standard 12-volt vehicle power source, and the plug-in design meant I could finish the whole electrical hookup in about 15 minutes with just a screwdriver and the included zip ties. The manual folding mechanism is another point worth noting. When the lift isn't in use, you can collapse the platform flat against the hitch, reducing the overall length of the rear of the vehicle by a couple of inches. That's handy for tight parking spaces where a protruding platform could get clipped. The fold also protects the motor and moving parts from rain or debris, which is something you don't get with many low-cost lifts that are permanently exposed. Because the motor cover includes a key lock, you can lock it up after you fold it, adding an extra layer of security. On the flip side, the AL010's compact size comes with trade-offs. The platform itself is only about 20 inches wide, so it can't accommodate wider scooters or any wheelchair with a large footplate. You have to be precise about how you position the chair, and the lift side rails don't have any adjustable clamps, so if your wheelchair's wheels are a little wider than the platform, you'll need to manually center it each time. Another practical weakness is the lack of an integrated safety sensor that stops the lift if something gets caught.